Hello, and welcome to another episode of Emergence, a TTRPG campaign using the Level Up Advanced 5th Edition system. My name is Jake, I am your GM, and these are our adventurers. And you may notice we have a guest tonight. Jordan will be playing for us tonight. Go ahead, Jordan, if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell the people where they can find you.
Hey, I am A. Jordan Lambert. You can find me on the internet at Lambertra. It's my last name with an extra RAA at the end. That's all social media except for Twitter. And I am the DM and producer of Blackness and Dragons over at Althaven, and also the producer of a new actual play called Final Films that should be coming out soon. Already came out by the time this airs. We haven't landed on a date yet, but it's coming.
When we record the announcements, we'll have some specific details for that. But Jordan, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get into the session, as always, a shout out to some of the amazing folks who make this campaign happen. Huge thank you, as always, to Bowniesart for the character art as well as the character cards that are scrolling by beneath me. Please support her however you can. Commission her for more art. Shout out to CzePeku for the maps that we so often use in this campaign. You can support them on Patreon for access to their backlog of maps. It's an amazing catalog. They have so many maps, and they're always coming out with new stuff. Thank you to Brooks Vernon of Potential Strangers LLC for the production of our intro. And thank you to the musicians and composers who make the amazing music that colors our sessions. You can find all these folks in the credit card that'll scroll by. And of course, the biggest of thank yous to you, the audience, for tuning in. It truly means so much to us that you give us your time and that you would follow along in the story as we tell it. And now, let's check in and see if there are any announcements. A few upcoming projects to check out some of our cast in. Be sure to check out Abigail in Vecna Ruin Weave, Saturdays at 11 a.m. PST on Mics and Mimics on Twitch. And be sure to check out Spencer in 2 upcoming actual plays, God's Fall on Took's I Guess YouTube channel, and I'm Old But Still a Hero on Immovable Rod's YouTube channel. Be sure to keep up with all the various projects we're involved in. I know some of us have some very exciting stuff down the pipe. And make sure you are following Jordan Lambert on social media. I know she's got some really awesome stuff coming down, as well as her current projects. So make sure you share the love and go support her and everything she's involved in. Also, make sure you are liking the videos, sharing, comment, subscribe to the channel. I would love to know in the comments if you end up having a favorite moment from the episode. For those of you keeping up, I'm in the comments. I'll be there. I'm there right now. Now, back to the show. Thank you for those announcements. And now let's find out what happens next in episode 12 of Emergence. When last we left, our adventurers spent the day preparing for a night at the opera, having been invited by Lord Theo Balvern, their temporary host and friend of the Tyrian Valley family. After a day of kind of running around town and going to a temple where Cal learned that the apparent reason for his abilities, as well as his mild healing capabilities and, well, his rather ridiculous survivability, is due to a divine blessing from Solvanok, the noonday god of war. The party discussed the implications of this and were soon after gifted, I should say, a small sum of money by Lord Theo Balvern to help in the outfitting for the opera that evening. It was at the fitting that Vela ran afoul somewhat of a large amount of mirrors and had to take a breath outside for some mysterious reason. Who knows what that's about? But now, properly dressed and groomed and equipped, the party attended the Opera de Magnifique in Kelnifelir. Its grand reopening under new management. The small, almost red carpet gala reception, there were a lot of minor nobles as well as the minor houses of the city, but the centerpiece arrival were, of course, the younger members of the Debris family. Jasper, heir to the Debris family rulership over Kelnifelir, as well as a Debris cousin, Horatio, a somewhat lesser renowned, more studious family member. The opera, a brand new show, The Twilight Princess, telling one of the adventures of Encana, the god of twilight and mischief. During one of the intermissions, amongst all of the gossip, Agnew noticed and, well, basically thwarted a meager but not just as threatening assassination attempt on Jasper Debris, earning him the thanks, colder thanks from Jasper, but an invitation by Horatio Debris to visit the estate the day after and receive thanks and who knows what else. But during the show, Vela happened to notice one of the dancers was someone that she had traveled with in the circus for a time, and Lord Theo set about to see about getting maybe a backstage visit. After the show, Lord Theo took them to the stage door and has deposited you guys into the hands of one of the stage managers. So the doors open. Theo kind of gestures for you guys to go inside. And he says to you, I would absolutely love to join you, but alas, it is very late, and I must be returning to the estate. I'll ensure that there's a carriage to return you all to my home afterwards. But enjoy yourselves, enjoy the night. Or if you don't need the carriage, no worries. I trust Neander to ensure that you all can find your way around the city. Enjoy the night, and thank you for being the guests of House Balvern.
And Neander would just clasp his forearm and say, "Thank you, my friend," and he'll just nod and let him go.
He politely bows to all of you and turn, and leaving you guys in the care of a halfling woman, of course, dressed all in black, her hair tied tightly back. She kind of looks at you guys and beckons you in. And she goes, well, all right. Lord Balvern said you all wanted a trip backstage, and, well, the Balverns are, of course, patrons of the theater. My name's Tisha, and I'll show you guys around. Is there anything in particular you all are wanting to see?
Neander will look to Vela and he said, "Oh, my dear, is there anything? I believe you said you knew one of the dancers, yes?"
Yes, I do. If we could meet some of the cast, if possible.
Absolutely. Well, it just so happens that the majority of the cast are gathered on stage behind the curtains celebrating. She begins walking, leading you guys as various stagehands are rushing back and forth, kind of resetting things, as Tisha just kind of begins talking and says, grand reopening, so this has all been a very big deal. It's crazy that the lead role, Encana, there was actually before Fierman took over, there was she was this well-established performer here, but I tell you, her and Fierman did not see eye to eye, and she dropped the show actually 2 days ago, and one of the ensemble members actually had to step up it was crazy. Luckily, it worked out. Honestly, we all kind of think she did way better. But very, very, very stressful couple of days for us all, I'll tell you that much. As she leads you all around the corner, I looked at Abigail and lost my thread. She leads you guys around the corner to the actual wings of the stage, and you guys can already hear kind of the clamor and hubbub as you see like probably about the 40 people who make up the ensemble of the show, the various dancers, actors, and singers, the chorus, the ballet, and everything. Everybody still in costume is just vibing from a successful opening night. The air is like electric with a good mood, and everybody is in high spirits. And I think Vela, you are keeping an eye out for your previous traveling companion. You know this person. It is not difficult to find them in the crowd, but Jordan, if you would like to describe who it is that we see amongst the cast of the show.
Would be looking for Saffron de Gaulle, her previous friend from the circus. Saffron is a human bard, like 5'5", average height, average build, really, really long blonde hair, medium skin tone, and like she's got a dancer's body, so she's fit looking.
Saffron, as you are, with a small cluster of the ballerinas, you guys are just really excited about how successful it was and the audience response. You see entering from one of the wings with a group of 4 other strangers. You kind of have to do a double take because, oh my gosh, that's Vela from the Cirque de oh god, I had it in my head, the Cirque Delirium that you had traveled with for a time. And the two of you make eye contact across like the stage.
Yeah. I think I exit the conversation quickly and I walk over to them. Vela?
Oh my gosh, Saffron, it's so good to see you.
Big hug, giant hug.
Big hug. Big hug. Oh my god.
How'd you like the show? Why are you here? What's going on?
You did so good. Oh my goodness. We were just here. We're guests to watch it. And we saw you and I saw your name in the program. What? How did you?
Thank you.
How did you get here in the show?
I did the circus thing for a couple of years as kind of like, I don't want to call it a rebellious phase, but
I get it.
my family would prefer that I do more, illustrious art. So I came home and I joined the orchestra.
Oh my, well, you were absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
I'm being so rude. These are my friends. These are my friends. This is Agnew. This is Cal. This is Rain, and this is Neander.
Charmed.
Hi.
Bow.
Yeah, let's for both for the audience to refresh ourselves and for Jordan, because these are not our adventurers in their standard adventuring clothing. These are our adventurers in their fancy opera clothing. If you guys would like to just give a brief physical description of your characters, as you guys are kind of standing in the wings watching this conversation.
Yeah. Cal is 6'8", blonde hair, shining, like glowing blue eyes, very short beard, incredibly thick, muscular, big farm boy, but looks a little uncomfortable in this he's got red and gold fancy clothes with a vest on and a gold undershirt. Looks really uncomfortable with sleeves. He's keeps fidgeting a little bit and doing these numbers because he's just not used to being in such restrictive clothing, but he thinks he looks nice. And yeah, he just looks keeps darting his eyes around everywhere, looking at everything because he's never been to anything like this, and he's just it's oh yeah, hi, I'm Cal. Just dashing his eyes around quickly, looking at everything. And that's Cal.
I guess I'll go
Neander.
next. Neander is you see like Neander's kind of like leaning up against something very like relaxed nonchalantly. He's wearing you see he's about 6'4", but you see like long silver hair that's like he's on his head he has like a musketeer's hat, but then he has like half on the side it's like braided and then it's free flowing down one shoulder. He has a black silver linen tunic with a capelet embroidered on the side, and he's wearing like really nice leather pants and black boots. 3 buttons are unbuttoned. You see he has a chiseled physique, but you can tell like it's not for strength, it's for aesthetics and tonality. He's a pretty boy. But his skin is like storm cloud gray, and his eyes are like they light up like flashes of lightning. And he just looks at you and he says, "Neander of House Turin Valley, very nice to meet you."
Agnew is 6 feet or 182.3 centimeters for the educated. Currently, usually in a like more of a rugged outfit, but today, since it's a special occasion, they wanted to ball all out. So as of now, he's in a teal and honey tunic. Forgot what I was wearing. I'm wearing a cape, right? Yeah, I'm wearing a cape.
Sure. It's the opera.
He's got a he's got a shoulder cape that goes into a brown and yellow ombre. He's wearing brown pants and copper boots with a green beret on top with I think a feather in it. I didn't write any of this down. Maybe I should. But
It's all good.
Agnew just gives a gracious bow. And yeah.
And with them as well is a tiefling with kind of light, like I think it's like a light lavender pinkish skin, wearing a beautiful bodiced dress. And in case you didn't see, Jordan, there are like the character art is in the Art and Inspo channel if you want a more solid idea of what these folks look like. But as you guys are standing there making pleasantries, you guys begin to hear a strong hubbub from the opposite, from like the opposite wing, as you guys see like the crowd of the ensemble has begun to shift and is seemingly gathered around somebody that you cannot see. It seems that they are shorter than everybody else, and there's just a huge like oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But then there's like people are hushed and you all hear a voice. Once I pull the note up for this person. Where are they? That's where they are. You guys hear a voice kind of booming out as this voice just says, "And I, of course, want to just congratulate all of you. This was a fantastic production. You should all be very proud of yourselves." Thank you. And you see someone has worked their way through the crowd with like a box from the set, and then standing on top of it, now visible, you guys see what looks probably dwarven ancestry, but their skin is like is almost like this like dark brown, almost like with a crackling texture to it, like earth, like dirt itself. But a very, very muscular figure standing at about 5 feet tall. Their very nice opera outfit is sleeveless and incredibly well muscled arms. Any of you who are either, I think probably Saffron, you would of course know who this is, and I think Vela and Neander, you guys would probably know as well. This is Droska Van Makar, who is known as the Firespine Fantastic. He is kind of the resident, preeminent entertainer of the city. He is a strongman and performer. But most of his performances, he'll just wander around the city, usually in the lower district, and just kind of set up on a street corner and like crowds gather because he the control he has over his body, it is almost like dance in itself, and it's just absolutely impressive. But pinned to his chest is a little golden badge, what looks like panpipes. which I think Saffron and perhaps Vela as well, you guys would recognize as the kind of the badge of the Society of Performers and Entertainers, which is basically the Bards Guild. As he says to all of you, those of you who did not already have your guild membership, I think we can all agree that you have more than earned it in tonight's performance. And to those of you who have earned your guild membership through this production, I want you to know that we in the society are very proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what art you all create and what change you all bring about. We're very excited to see what the Opera House has in store, and I am personally interested in seeing what each and every one of you go on to create, not only in your professional pursuits, but also in your personal artistic pursuits. You all are the next generation of artists in the city, and I think it is safe to say that the city is in good hands. Applause. Everybody claps and cheers as he says, now I must be off. There are street corners that need me. So I will see you all around, and it is going to be a good run of the show. You all are going to have a wonderful time. As he hops off the box and exit, as people like turn back to each other, like, oh my gosh, that was him. But if anything, the air is even more electric backstage now. And I'm gonna take a drink.
So I think Neander would walk over, because I think, Saffron, if you looked over, Neander is just grinning like an older brother would, right? He's just so happy that Bella's happy, and so he goes and well, Saffron, I wasn't overhearing your conversation, but how do you two know each other?
I think you're muted.
I can hear you guys. Can you not?
Yes, I can hear you
There we
now.
go.
Yes,
Now we can hear you.
I didn't change anything about my sound. It's very odd. She looks at you and she says, "Oh, Saffron and I, or I'm Saffron. Jesus, rewind, edit all of that out."
I'll start with the question.
I won't remember.
I was
He
like,
never does. He never does.
Saffron,
The funny thing is that my producer is named Jake, so I'm so used to saying, "Jake, edit that out."
Cool.
Fix it in post.
yeah, I'll just start with the question. Yeah, Neander walks over and says, Saffron, great to meet you, but how do you and Vela know each other?
We were in the circus together.
And, I keep hearing about the circus. I'm just trying to figure out where was I when all this when the circus was in town. I'm from Port Hartson, down in the Althea Hills. Yes.
Well, we probably just missed.
Yeah.
Maybe cross
Tips of the night,
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to meet you, and Vela. I'm just happy that Vela has met a friend here. We all just came together a short time ago, but I'm glad we were able to relax tonight and see her happy. So, and you make her happy, it seems. So, nice.
And Saffron takes in the group, and she looks at you guys and said, "You're a fine-looking group of friends. I'm glad that Vela has you."
Neander just says, "Why, thank you."
I'll be honest. I usually look a whole lot worse.
Well, you sure do clean up nice.
That's what he said, and it points over at Neander.
Neander just is like, and he just like blushes and he turns away.
Saffron, potentially not needed, but could you give me an insight check?
Damn it!
Yes. Dice. 16?
16. There is, you don't know what it is, but there is something going on between these two tall men.
Jake, can I roll to see how inebriated Neander is? He's had a lot of champagne and gossip with
give me
rain
a-
throughout the night.
Saffron's gonna cut that tension with some champagne.
So I'm going. What's that? That'll be a con save, right?
Con save, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, you are not. Neander is famously bad at those.
Yay! That's 11 on the die for a +1. It's a 12.
12. You're not drunk, but you are definitely a little toasted.
A little toasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, Saffron, what you kind of feel is like Neander, like there's like some static. You feel some static around him, and not just physical, but also little emotional static as well. As he's hiding it, but he's not hiding it well.
Cal isn't
Uh,
hiding it.
I think there's a stagehand walking past with like glasses and champagne, and Saffron
absolutely.
just grabs some and starts pouring for the group.
Oh, okay. Takes like a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neander
Thank you
just
so much for joining us this evening, you guys.
thank you. As he's like to the show, as Neander just puts his hand in the toast to the
About,
show.
Like 20 people in the near vicinity all to the show.
I wasn't supposed to drink it. I'm sorry.
A tall figure walks up, the aforementioned Gilles Furman, the new owner and manager of the opera house. He's got a glass of champagne as this bearing a striking resemblance to John Waters. This Water Genasi kind of weaves his way through the crowd, and he is actually walking right towards you, Saffron, as he's like patting people on the shoulder. As he's got his glass of champagne, and he walks up and he goes, Saffron, I have to ask a favor of you. First off, of course, good job tonight. You fantastic. The whole thing, fantastic. I need to get a letter to the Debris family thanking them for their patronage regarding tonight. I don't want to go, and I heard that your family is on good terms with the Debris family.
First of all, Gilles, it's always my honor to be a vessel for your work. And yes, as it turns out, the De Gaulles and the Debris go way back.
Yes, all any last name, any family name with a "de" in front of it, seems to all have a history together. Anyway, and he reaches into his breast pocket. He pulls out an envelope, and he said, "Could you be a dear and take this by the Debris estate tomorrow? I don't want to go. There are other things I'd rather be doing."
That is absolutely fair. And Saffron takes the letter and just tucks it into her bodice.
Thank you. This is a big favor. I will remember it. Who are you all?
Oh, these are friends.
Friends. Great.
Yes.
Drink more of the champagne. Thanks for coming to the show.
To the show.
To the show.
My glass
show.
now.
Double
I
fisting.
need another one. All right.
He's double fisting. That's what
Cal just drank 3 like a shot back to back because he's not used to such tiny glass. Takes Vela's, okay, because
There you
Vela
go.
just had it too.
Fierman, like as he like pauses on looking at you, Cole, and or Cal, and he
Every
gives
session you do it once.
it's your fault, and he just gives you like an up and down and goes, "Are you looking for work?
Maybe.
We could always use more hands to operate the fly system and move set pieces. And you seem very strong."
Oh, thank you. Maybe. Later. Not currently, but maybe in the future.
All right. Well, if you ever need work, come by. Ask for Tasha. She's one of our stage managers. Tasha is like walking by with like a box of something, and just goes, "We've met." Goes, "Great. Then you already have your foot in the door. You seem very capable, and could always use more capable hands. Lord knows there's hardly any in this city." And he throws back the rest of his champagne, deposits it on a passing by tray, and goes, "Thank you for coming." And he just like strides off to another part of the room.
So I think Saffron's going to look at the group and be like, "So what are you all doing tomorrow? Because apparently I'm delivering a letter."
We
Are
are
we?
meeting with the Debris family.
Oh,
Yeah. We got to give him a thing.
like a good thing, or like a I should not be there for that thing?
No, I think it's a thank you because Agnew saved
Right.
saved lives today.
Oh,
Points to Agnew.
He's real good at seeing shit.
I think Saffron, you after one of the intermissions, you heard whispers that like something happened up in the private box seats in that like private rich people lobby up there. But it had whatever it was happened very fast, and there were some people who were very upset by it.
so we did hear that something happened in one of the boxes, but we were clearly performing. I have no. Was that? Oh, I just thought it was some rich nonsense.
Seems like there's a lot of that here.
Most rich people think is nonsense, but every once in a while we get a little excitement, and Agnew was privy to that.
As a daughter of a noble family, it's always rich nonsense.
Neander's drunkenness passing to Spencer.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
As a matter of fact, Neander, because you have you are yourself a noble, I would like you to make an intelligence culture check.
Intelligence culture. Okay, we'll use this die. That's great. Where's my D? I'm proficient in culture, so I'm trying to find expertise in. So I need to get a D4. Where's my D4? Here we go. I can't see that. It's this die that's blended into the shadows. I'm like, I can't see that. It's literally black metal dice, and it blends into the shadow. That's going to be 9. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's going to be 12. It was 12? A 5 on the die, so
that's a very good increase from there.
Yeah.
At the mention of the De Gaulle family, you've heard of the family. They're not one of like the capital M minor houses of the area, but you recognize them as being like an old and wealthy noble family of Kelnafalir. One of the of the series of family names you were forced to memorize growing up.
Neander would say, actually, you know what, Saffron? Lord Theo Balvern, the Balverns are good family friends of mine. But seeing how they were prepared for only my arrival, not my friend's arrival, would it be okay if we stayed with your family tonight?
There are so many rooms in the De Gaulle estate. No one will even know that you're there.
And he's gonna put his glass down and take your hand. We are such great friends. He is drunk as hell right now. We are going to be such great friends.
Cal's gonna look at Neander and like do the math and realize Neander had like way less to drink than him, and he's just like gonna rub his back a little bit, it's just like gently, just like okay.
We are going to be best friends.
If you're ever in Port Hartson, ask for my nephew, Duke Relius. We would love to host you at the Tyrian Valley Estate.
Absolutely.
At this point, the curtains open as the house is now empty, and you one of the lead ballerina, who I did not name. I forgot to give her a name. I apologize to her. But she kind of steps up and like claps her hands, and Saffron almost like with all the other ballerinas, you all just kind of like, huh? And look at her as she just calls out to her people and just says, all right, that was a good opening night. Celebrate, make sure your costumes are all tidied up. Get food, celebrate tonight. It's our night. Wonderful. Don't party too hard. We have more shows to do, and just watch after yourself. So proud of you all. You all did a really great job, and I'll see you for the next performance, and we're just going to keep this ball rolling as this cavalcade of ballerinas lets out a cheer. It begins dispersing, and a couple of them walk up to you, Saffron, as they're like making ready to head to the dressing room. They say, "Are you getting food anywhere afterwards?"
I've met some friends this evening. We're going to, I think, probably return to have some food, maybe return to the estate.
A couple of them go, "Oh, the estate," which is something they have often done. but they're making eyes at all three of the and Rain and Vela actually. This small crowd of ballerinas is eyeing them all up.
Neander's winking at them. Neander just winks at them all.
Cal awkwardly
But-
goes, ha.
There are some giggles shared. But
yeah, let's go get changed and we can all go to dinner.
They all say fantastic. We're gonna go to the Rookery down in Lakeside, and we can meet you guys there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They always love it when 30 theater people show up unexpectedly after a show.
I knew this was going to be some sort of Denny's joke or something.
It's better than an entire high school football team showing up.
Marginally.
Just barely.
I guess
It
it
depends.
It depends.
Do rich people have Waffle House?
Ye old Waffle House.
I can tell you right now, rich people do. I'm not rich, but they do frequent Waffle House. They just don't know what to order, but they frequent Waffle House.
You guys are not a high enough level to go to Waffle House.
We'll get our asses beat. The guy behind the counter will slap Cal once and he'll be dead. What's that meme? It's Goku walking up to the Waffle House. I heard there's strong guys here.
But Saffron, I assume you would go back to the dressing room.
Yeah.
Does Saffron have any like post show rituals after a successful performance?
Just make sure that the costume is back where it needs to be. Everything's set in case it needs to be cleaned or whatever. And then I think she's got her own mirror, so I think she just kind of like resets her mirror and make sure it's ready for her for the next day. Yeah, that's nothing crazy. More organization minded than ritual minded.
I will say something kind of funny that happens is there is a moment as Saffron leaves you guys and you guys are about to exit the theater to go wait for her. There's a moment where as like some of the fly systems are being lowered and reset and everything, the big mirror prop that was the focal point of Act 2.
That's just mean.
Don't worry, is lowered down, and there's a moment where all of you guys are like, oh, or Vela at least, you're like, oh no, because the whole second act of the show was like the mirror. It is lowered down, and it is not a mirror. It is just polished aluminum, basically, and cannot function as a real mirror.
As it was lowering, she fully took a step back and hit Cal or Neander, whoever's behind her, of just had stepped back and then been like, oh,
You okay?
it's been an odd day.
The fuck yeah, it has.
I think Neander is with Rain again, arm in arm, and I wouldn't say they're both probably. I feel like Rain can hold her liquor a little bit more than Neander. And
Rain is looking after you, I think.
Yeah, we're just arm in arm, gossiping away.
Being the cleric. I want to check in with Agnew, as this is you as earlier you thwarted an assassination attempt. And you're around all in a somewhat strange environment with all these new people milling about. Where's Agnew's head at right now?
I think Agnew's head, because past experiences, usually when there's one, there's two. So he's just kind of watching the crowd and checking the corners, placing himself in places he thinks would be advantage points. Trying to keep an eye out for the crew.
I would like you to give me a wisdom perception check.
Oh no, what do I see?
I don't know. We'll find out.
16.
16. Looking around, I think there is one stagehand who's currently operating the fly system, who's doing operating the fly system. I don't know why I tried to expand on that. Who is, you just notice through like the position of their body, like this is a very nervous person. Their shoulders are a little hunched. They're gripping the ropes very, very tightly. This person sticks out to you as being particularly anxious.
Do I want a sleuth? Agnew's just gonna, turn to everyone real quick. Say, I'll catch up to you in just a minute, and try to get as close to our nervous friend as possible without spooking them.
I'm gonna make just a perception check. Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you just approaching slowly?
Approaching slowly.
I'm gonna roll to see if he notices your approach.
Okay.
He does, barely, but because you are approaching non-threateningly, he kind of like, you see him like notice you over his shoulder, but still just goes about his work. Does not seem to react to your approach.
I'm just gonna try to strike conversation. You seem worried. I know a pretty good doctor if you need a cleric.
Nah, friend. It's just, we just got to make sure that everything is reset for the next performance, A lot to check, and you got to make sure all the weights and the ropes are good.
Oh. Convenient. Something to be nervous about. I just wanted to check in. You seem quite pale.
I don't know exactly what you're getting at, friend, but glad. Thanks for coming to the show, and I've really got to get about my work now, if you don't mind.
Agnew's gonna turn around before he leaves. Hey, if you need help, let me know, and if you need money, let me know. And he's just gonna walk away.
I would like you to give me a charisma, persuasion, or intimidation. I'm not sure which you're trying to do.
It's like a little.
You can't do both.
We're gonna do charisma. It's persuasion.
Okay.
Persuasion. 15.
15. As you walk away, like, you can almost like hear him pause in his work. And he kind of calls after you. He says, hold on, mate. And he ties off the rope he's pulling, and he walks over to you, and kind of quietly, he just says to you, if you don't mind me saying, you got the bearing of one who is maybe not always up in those private boxes, yeah?
Yeah.
If you're being honest about offering your help, then he like glances around very nervously. He says, "There's a tavern down by the lake shore. It's the Silver Pearl. If you're serious about offering your help, swing by anytime. Really, there's people in this city who could use good help."
I can help, and kind of nods over to nods over to everyone else that was walking away. I'll bring some friends, yeah?
As long as you trust them.
Yeah, I'll trust them. We'll make sure you get the help you need, mate.
Have a good night. I'll see you around, I guess.
See you around.
He goes back to his work, and after a few minutes, the 6 of you, the 5 of you plus Rain, meet up outside the theater. It is mid-autumn. It is a cold and kind of like a misty night. You guys are on a mountainside above a lake, so there's a lot of moisture in the air, and there's just like a little spitting of rain, just a drizzle, but you see like the lamplight is reflected on the stone stairways and ramps and waterways that kind of lead down through this upper district stone side. But the 6 of you have the night before you. Are you heading Saffron? Are you taking them to that cafe, the Rookery?
Going to ye old Denny's.
Yes. And
Well,
also
no.
Saffron,
Cal-
as you, Cole, hit me with it.
Cal did take off the coat he had tied around his waist because he didn't want to wear it, and he gave it to Neander.
Sorry. Neander would be like, now Calvor, if I wasn't a man of intellect, I would think you're possibly, are you flirting with me, Calvor, with this jacket? As he puts the jacket on and he looks at you.
Have been for the past 2 weeks, but thanks for noticing.
I notice a lot of things, Calvor, but usually nothing comes to me as a shock. Usually I'm the one giving the jacket. As he hands you the jacket, and he's going to use all 3 uses of his prestidigitation to make sure his hair and clothes do not get wet.
You got your little magic umbrella above you.
This give and take thing with Cal and Neander.
I was just trying to be nice.
You don't
And
always
then
have to be nice to me, Calvor.
He will look to everyone else, but is anyone else cold? I'm not. Because if anyone needs a jacket, here you go.
Vela has her cloak, like the hood of her cloak down, and because it's like there's a little bit of rain, and she loves the rain, so she's just like, no, I'm good.
He's gonna tie this like fancy coat just back around his waist like it's a hoodie.
Rain will go, I won't say no to the jacket if you're offering.
Cal gives Rain the jacket.
Now, Saffron, as you are taking them kind of down the steep roads of Stoneside, as has been mentioned, you are now a member of the Society of Performers and Entertainers. Are you wearing your new guild badge like out for all to see, or is it perhaps tucked away?
I'm definitely wearing it, but I think because we're out and it's a little chilly, I probably have a cloak over it.
Fantastic. As you guys approach the gate that goes from Stoneside down into Lakeside, you guys see there's still a little bit of moonlight coming through, and there's just a gorgeous reflection on Rook Lake, kind of stretching out down at the base of the mountain. But the night guards who are there's a lot of people passing through. But they're looking you guys over. Now, going from Stoneside down to Lakeside, not a problem. You see they seem to be more focused on people going from Lakeside up back into Stoneside. But you guys pass through, and that same kind of shift in vibe that I think it was Neander and Rain, or was it Agnew?
It was Agnew and Rain.
That same kind of vibe shift as you enter into Lakeside, as the street lights are much more frequent and much less uniform, as well as the air of the approaching festival, which I thought I'd remember off the top of my head, but apparently I'm not. But the Dance of Twilight, which is not this upcoming day, but the day after, there are banners and streamers hung across the streets. There are people already running around with their decorated masks, ready to spread mischief to celebrate the Lady of Twilight. And there is street performers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change the music away from this. This is much too fancy for where you guys are at.
I think Neander, he's gonna go terrain, and she's like, I'm really looking forward. Hopefully, that story you were telling me about clearance rack is available. I would love to see the designs of that place you mentioned yesterday. Love finding new designers.
Rain just goes like, "Oh, honey."
Neander is too rich.
Like the clearance store is like, what is that a new store? Clearance? Last session.
Neander is quite
Like,
literally
Al, how
old
much can
money.
it cost?
But the air is filled with the sound of street performers. Like, just as you get out of earshot of one of them, there's a new group on another street corner, and the smell of every kind of food you could imagine. On one corner, there's the sweet smell of baked goods, and then the savory, spicy smell of cooked meats and kebabs, of course. And everything you can imagine you could find here. Kelnafalir, even in Lakeside, the wealth of the city is apparent. And it is often said that even the poorest of Kelnafalir are better off than the poorest anywhere else. Not to take away from the obvious wealth disparity between the two districts. But Saffron, you lead them through, and I think you're very used to the transition between the two districts. Does Saffron take them directly to the rookery, or is she going to take them on like a scenic route, or is it like
doing
a
some
beeline?
scenic, like, this is this thing, and it's like there's a lot of gossip involved. Like, oh, and one time I was over here with the guy from the, from the Bard Guild and blah blah. Like, she's doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You guys are getting all of the tea. Sorry, I got a notification pop up. I was worried. But eventually, you guys see the rookery is like a standard size building, but it looks like it is half like sunk in the ground. Like, you have to go down like half a flight of steps to get into it, and there are a lot of people in there. Most of them you guys recognize from having just come out of the opera house. As there are servers. Luckily, the rookery is used to this, and they know when to have extra staff members there. But as the area is full, people are moving tables around, a la that was seen in Rent, and you guys see like some of the performers kind of wave you guys over, and they've saved a table. Actually, I'm going to say it's a corner booth because I fucking love corner booths. As they've made sure that Saffron, you have a good spot to bring your friends to. And as is pivotal with any corner booth, who's getting right in the corner of it, and then who is claiming an end.
Hell's gonna let everyone else go before him, because him trying to get out of the booth would be a pain in the ass.
I just, based on heights that we described, I think Saffron is going to take one for the team and be like, I'm the smallest, so I will get in first.
Oh no, are we going shortest to tallest? Oh no.
That would put you and Neander on opposite corners, if you can bear to not sit next to him.
I don't think Neander's really paying attention at this point. Neander's just like, food, yes.
There's the smell of diner food, and eventually a server makes their way over to you guys. A Minotaur woman, as she's got a little notepad in her hand, and she goes, "Hey y'all, what can I get you? Any drinks to start with?"
Beer.
Do you have hot chocolate?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
So we got a beer, we got a hot chocolate.
I'll have a wine, please.
Wine.
And,
Milkshake.
What flavor?
A berry.
You got it.
And can you put mine in the biggest tankard you have?
Yeah. No, we got size appropriate things. Don't you worry, honey.
Cool.
Could you grab me a cider?
Hard or sober?
Hard.
You got it. She writes all this down, and there's like a small stack of menus in the center of the table. She goes, give those a look over, and I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll get your food cooking. As she scoots off, leaving the 6 of you around this table.
Agnew's just gonna.
If you're in the
nudge
mood for
Neander.
breakfast, I recommend the country style. But if you want dinner, get the fish fried hard.
Ooh, those both sound really good. Man, I'm hungry.
I don't know
IRL,
what
I'm
either of those. I don't know what
I got-
either of those means, but that
Yes.
sounds great.
Do they have steak?
Oh yeah,
'Cause
there's
I need a steak. I drank a lot. I needed a lot of food.
Royale. What were you saying?
Oh yeah. Agnew's just gonna kind of nudge Neander. He's like, "Hey, do you know how to get to the Pearl from here?"
Neander is I think he's drunk, but he also kind of understands this. Like when Agnew speaks, he needs to listen, and so he's gonna use his arcane empathy and just say, "Why?" And like speak to it in his mind. And even though you can't respond back, that's how he's communicating with you at this moment.
Agnew's just gonna let this be forward. It's like, we might be able to find our answers for our event of today if we go there tomorrow, and possibly help out some families.
Neander's not gonna say anything, but he's gonna nod, and he's just gonna say to you, not using arcane empathy, he's just gonna say to you, I've never been down in this district before, but maybe we can ask our host. And I don't know how many seats away Saffron is. I don't know if she's like right next to, but
You guys are at a corner booth, so you're all relatively close. Together.
Yeah, and he would just look to Saffron. I'm imagining she's listening. He's listening, excuse me. He's listening, and so arcane empathy, Saffron, you hear in your mind Neander just says, "Did you get all that?" And he looks at you, but you can't respond mentally.
She definitely does what I just did, like the dog cock head thing, and she's like, "Yes, I did actually."
Well then, and he goes to Agnew. Well, we may have our guide tomorrow.
Well, an important point of order. Now, I believe Agnew said the Pearl. Now, Saffron, there is a place called the Pearl. It is a brothel.
Look, Saffron doesn't judge, okay?
No.
She listens, she does not judge.
The end is gonna. You did mean the Pearl, right, Agnew?
What? There's more than one.
Apparently.
I meant the bar, the Drunken Pearl.
He's gonna turn to Saffron.
Also that, yes, everything's fine. We're fine.
It was the Silver Pearl, I believe
silver.
it was.
Drunken. I'm thinking of SpongeBob, the Drunken Clam.
See, I almost said clam, but then I was like, oh no, that's the bar from Family Guy. And then I almost said the Drunken Clam, and I was like, no, that's from SpongeBob. And then I almost said the Black Pearl, and I was like, no, that's
I'm pretty
the ship.
sure the Drunken Clam is Family Guy, because I don't think they would use
Is
the
it?
word drunken in SpongeBob.
They wouldn't. You're right. They wouldn't.
Yeah, no, Drunken Clam is Family Guy, and then SpongeBob is
The Rusty Spittoon.
Chum Bucket,
Rusty
Rusty
Spittoon.
Spittoon, Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
enough to get in the Rusty Spittoon.
Weenie Hut Jr.
Weenie Hut Jr.
Weenie Hut Juniors.
Where's the Goofy Goober place? Is that just?
This is the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Only
it's
in
the
the movie.
best. It's the best SpongeBob media. My brother and I used to be able to quote that entire movie front to back. A few minutes
sorry,
later,
Jake.
yes.
Again, is Saffron female or male? I think
Or she, her.
She her. Got it. Thank you so much.
No
Putting
problem.
down silver
Tried using he, him in a game and realized really did not like it. Gender exploration, baby.
A few minutes later, your guys' drinks are brought to you, and Cal, you are brought a large tankard of beer. That is how I react to getting a milkshake after a show. But Pearl, sorry, not Pearl. That is also from SpongeBob. That's the whale. That's what I was thinking.
Excuse me, that is Mr. Krabs' daughter.
And she's also a whale.
She just deserves more credit.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Mea culpa. Now, very important lore building. What is everybody's diner order?
I don't think
Steak-
Neander's
steak
been
and
really.
eggs.
It's taken eggs for
Actually-
Cal.
Let me
Steak and
rephrase that.
eggs.
Neander has been to a diner in Port Hudson, but with the sailors, but he's never been to a Kellner, Valerian, Dwarven
right.
Mountain diner. So I think Neander is looking for something that's familiar to him, and he'll see that.
This is a lakes. The lake Rook. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Rook Lake is like almost a sea itself. So there
Okay.
is a large seafood section.
Kind of like the Great Lakes type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so then it's fish and chips,
One
extra tartar
addition for-
sauce.
One addition for Cal, it's steak, eggs, and a good thick hash brown. Country boy gotta have his hash brown.
Only way to have it. Somebody else go next. Sorry, my mind was thinking
Ella.
about diner food.
I'll call people out. Vela.
I think Vela. So Vela got a hot chocolate for her drink, and then for her meal, she's like, "Can I get a chocolate milkshake?"
We have to protect Bella at all costs.
You have hot chocolate and cold chocolate at the same time.
She just wants it right now. She just is like, "I want this."
She's like, I had a rough day. I need some chocolate.
I watched a man die today.
This is true.
Meanwhile, Cal's like, I had a rough day. Give me the biggest beer you have. Different coping mechanisms. Agnew, what's yours?
2 sausage links, 2 sausage patties, 2 hot dogs, split down the middle. One. No, no one's gonna get that movie reference. It's okay.
It sounds so familiar, though.
I'm thinking, I'm like, what is it? Like, that's why my brain is just like, what is it? It sounds familiar.
Agnew's gonna get he is gonna get bologna smush fried, but he's also gonna get a omelet and 2 waffles. Waffles are nice. Waffles are healthy.
Absolutely. And Saffron. What is Saffron's diner order?
Every diner has some version of this, like the breakfast that comes with like a biscuit and 2 pancakes and a hash brown, and it's basically just all carbs and like 2 different kinds of breakfast meats and eggs. That's what she gets.
Absolutely. She takes your order. After she leaves, taking y'all's order, you see that one of the tables of the chorus of the opera has begun breaking out in song from another show. And it's-
Saffron kind of rolls her eyes and she looks around the diner and she settles on the table where a lot of the musicians are sitting. And she points, like she gets Neander's attention and she says, "You see her with the long hair? She's the harpist. Okay, she plays harp. Guess who has been hanging out? No one else has noticed this, but guess who's been spending a lot of time with her alone?
Who?
Jasper Debris."
Shut your mouth and keep talking. And he takes another sip. He's like, what?
Entirely inappropriate, right?
You mean to tell me Jasper Debris, the heir to House Debris, is...
Yes. A harpist.
I knew there's something I liked about him. Mm.
Maybe she plucks his strings real good.
Wouldn't you like to know? As he takes a sip and locks eyes with Cal. He's the and he, well, tell me more. Tell me more about the theater gossip.
I mean, it's just very odd because Jasper's not known for being tender or lover-like,
Exactly.
you know. But here we are.
Jake, would we know if Jasper is betrothed? Since he's the heir, probably alliances. If is what family he's
I
betrothed to,
think-
if he is.
Let's see. Saffron knows for sure because you live here. Let's see how up to date Neander is. This will be an we'll call this charisma culture.
Charisma culture. 18 and I just had it. I can't find it. Well, it's 18 with my, and then so total of 19 total with my
That is very good.
expertise die.
So both of you know that yes, in fact, Jasper Bree is betrothed to, once I find it. There we go. He is betrothed to the niece of Count Talaro Mateo, who is the lord of from the city of Cambermill, one of the vassal minor houses of the Debris family.
How isn't Jasper? Isn't he betrothed to the niece of? Oh God, what is that family's name?
Minor house, yes.
Yes, yeah. Interesting. Would Nanda know if they were here? He's trying to be messy right now. Were they in attendance at the opera tonight?
They most certainly would have been.
I like you, Saffron. How long has this been going on? This little affair.
I mean, we've been in rehearsals for some time, and it started right when rehearsals did.
I'm gonna have a lovely visit tomorrow to the Bree family estate as he just takes another sip of his wine.
So now my question to you all is how late do you stay at the Rookery?
Considering Cal spent most of his youth at bars, closing them down, he'll leave whenever everyone else is ready to leave, and he's chilling, he's good. He's eating his steak, he's drinking his beer, he's kind of just watching everyone else talk gossip, and he's like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And he's just gonna keep drinking his beer. He's like, I'm so glad I am not a rich person.
Vela is eating up the gossip. And I think she does that thing that like almost like kids do where after they have sugar at a restaurant, like how they're like kind of like really into it, really engaged, and then she just falls asleep at some point with her head on the table.
I think this could happen at any time tonight, right? But Neander's gonna look to Agnew. He's gonna point. We need to have another dance off. You beat me by a hair in Hollyhead. We have musicians here. Why not raise the stakes a little bit? You and me, dance off now. Dance off to save the universe now.
Agnew just looks down. But these clothes are so nice.
Neander's like, and are you afraid of a little challenge, Agnew?
Let's make a wager.
Cal has turned his jacket into a pillow, and he gently lifts Vela's head and puts the jacket underneath it. Is it on the hardwood? He's like, that would hurt her head in the morning.
Agnew puts down 3 gold coins on the table.
Neander puts down 3 as well, and I think Neander's going to turn to Saffron and says, maybe get the crowd a little rowdy for it, maybe take some bets. Neander was raised in a port town. He knows how the sailors work. Let's make some
yeah.
extra money.
Saffron, yeah, she definitely gets into it and starts. I think she takes Cal's empty tankard and starts collecting wagers.
Which one?
And Neander's going to take
Probably
off.
got more than one.
He's going to put his hat on the table, and he's going to unbraid his hair. He's going to, yeah, he's locked in. He's going to put it in the ponytail. He's locked in.
Cal's gonna look at Neander and go, "Hey, show me what you can do."
Oh boy.
And yes.
And then he'll go, I want to see what I have to work with.
Jesus Christ.
Cal's had like
could,
Cal's had like 8 glasses of champagne and 3 tankards of beer at this point. He's not hiding shit.
Saffron, could you please make a persuasion check as you are collecting bets? And because many of these are your castmates, I'd like you to make this with advantage.
Well, I'm glad it was advantage because one of those was a 2. 16 plus 4 is a dirty 20.
Very good, very good. You get a decent amount of coin collected. We'll see how the dance battle goes, then we'll determine how much the bookie is going to take home. But there is the musician. There's not necessarily musicians in the cafe, but there are musicians directly outside of it, so they may as well be inside.
Can my words of encouragement earlier have been guidance? Could be to Neander.
If you would like that, what are the is guidance touch? Well,
I'm gonna touch him with consent, of course.
With consent, of course.
Mister, make sure I don't have clothes when I come out of the bathroom.
In the game.
In the game.
So did the two of you just get up and start dance battling?
I think Neander's just gonna let's do a little freestyle. As I think, yeah, we're just gonna get up and he's gonna lock eyes with some of the people, the musicians outside, and he's just gonna do this, make it more upbeat, and he's just gonna, do a little electric slide. No, I'm kidding. No, he's just going to. I think Neander, he's been alive for 250 years, so he takes a little bit of the old and the new, and he just puts an amalgamation of it all.
Okay.
And so and he loves the arts. He loves dance and music. So I think it's very much that.
Okay. Then I would like you to. This is going to be a dexterity performance check.
Okay. Dexterity performance. Let's make it happen. Where's my dex? Oh yes, sir. That's going to be a 21. Oh, with
21.
the guidance, I'll just roll it because I'm rolling against Agnew. So with the max, that's going to be a 25. I think. Yeah, 25. Yeah.
Wow.
There's
Okay.
no point of me rolling now.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? The gods are active.
Jake's just gonna
bets.
cheat and have Agnew win. Just be like, suddenly you feel the blessing of the Dawnfire.
I can't lose twice.
Agnew, as Neander finishes what, honestly, a very impressive performance, especially in front of a whole group of professional performers and ballerinas. In front of a cafe full of professional dancers. Saffron, I think even you are impressed. This guy knows what he's doing. But Agnew, you step up as well. Are you? Is there anything in particular that you are doing for your performance, or are you just going for it?
I think Agnew's gonna take advantage of the provided percussion and do a little onset freestyle and his old memories of clogging on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Say all this stuff to impress the crowd. None of this is gonna work, guys.
That's all good. Hey, give me a dexterity performance check. Let's see what happens.
12.
I thought you were going to say nat 20. I was like, what am I doing wrong?
The gods don't want you to win.
a fine performance. However, it is quite clear both from the reactions of the crowd as well as Agnew. I think you have I think if you're honest with yourself, you can tell that Neander really put on a show here. That man should drink champagne more often. And how do you guys determine? Like, are you guys just going off of crowd reaction who wins, or who is announcing the victor here? It is quite clear to everybody who did win.
I think that's part of, as above table. That's like what part of why I brought Saffron in to take charge of the money, but also I think they're a well-respected performer, so I think they're able to gather the crowd around. They'll respect their opinion. So I think Saffron, she should be the one to.
Yeah, Saffron, you are looked to announce the winner of this duel.
Oh goodness. This is so difficult. Such great performance by both parties, but I must crown our champion of this evening, Neander.
Everybody claps and cheers. Neander, some of the dancers, as you like are going back to your table, they're like leaning over. They're like, "You did really good. You did really good."
Thank you. You know, it's just it's really all in the ankles. You know, the ankle mobility.
No, we know.
Right.
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
But and the end, would just say, if you guys are ever in Hartson, we would love to have you all perform at the theater there.
Immediately, people start talking about taking the show, The Twilight Princess, on tour.
So I wanted.
But with a couple of with a good persuasion check and a good performance check, I don't have a D12, so Saffron, could you please roll a D12 to see what your take from the pot is?
I'll say when Neander gets back to the table, Cal is just smile at him, and he just goes, "Well, we'll have to have ourselves another dance sometime soon."
Jordan, what was that? I missed your.
Doing it again. What? Oh, there it is. I rolled a 7.
A 7. You get a take of 7 gold out of the pot.
I mean, not that she needs it, but she is clearly very happy about that 7 gold.
And I think now, Neander, you yourself are 3 gold richer.
And I think Neander would just turn to Agnew, and he said there are families that need to be helped. Yes, well, I think we have our pot of gold that can help them tomorrow. That was part of the reason why he said a dance battle will get a pot as well.
And he just goes.
As the night wears on, Vela is, of course, quite asleep. But eventually, and I do recall that you guys, you do have one more night in the Balvern estate. But late though it is, eventually, as I change the music to the nighttime playlist, you all do take your leave of the rookery.
Cal moved all of, like, the padding in his shoulder, and he just picked Vela up because he didn't want to wake her up.
Like full
carrying,
toddler style.
He's carrying her like I carry Eiley right now, just like walking, just holding her like this. He just doesn't want to wake her up.
That's
like,
adorable.
She had a rough day. I want to let her sleep.
if we do start to get fan art, God, do I hope we get that. Um,
Cal's a big brother. He has a younger sister, so he's kind of
Yeah.
like just going, "Oh, duties."
Now, luckily, the De Gaulle estate is up in Stoneside as well, so full of food and drink and good times. Y'all begin making your way. It is well past midnight at this point. Begin making your way back now uphill towards Stoneside. There is almost no traffic in this, like at the gate at this point, and the two evening guards do halt you guys. As one of them, she steps forward and she just goes, says, "Halt! Do you all have a writ of passage or otherwise passage into Stoneside this evening?"
Neander's gonna look at Saffron, kind of like, "You want to do this, or you want me to do this?"
Neander, Saffron nods at Neander and turns back to the guards. And she like pulls out the entire name and she's like, "I am Lady Saffron Marie Antoinette." And like 8 middle names, De Gaulle.
My apologies, Mr. Gall. By all means, and they have a safe walk. As the guard like politely steps aside and ensures you guys have safe passage. You guys do come to a point where like the road splits. That Saffron, you're gonna have to go one way to head to the De Gaulle estate, and the rest of you guys are gonna go the other way to the Balvern estate. Do you guys make arrangements to meet up the next morning, or?
Oh yeah, because we're both going to the debris.
How about we meet at this spot right here in the morning after breakfast and everything like that, and we'll just head to the debris estate together.
Yes, sounds lovely.
Awesome. Well, Saffron, and he's going to take your hands. It was lovely spending the night with you. We need to speak more.
Absolutely lovely.
You guys part ways. Saffron, you make your way back to the De Gaulle estate as the rest of you head back to the Balvern estate. And as you guys arrive at the Balvern estate, it is that same servant who works the night shift, who kind of meets you guys at the door, make sure you guys get back to your rooms, and unless there's anything specific that you all do, you get your long rest that evening.
Also, Cal does make a note to fuss about how tight the clothes are, and it's just like, damn, he's gonna look, how do you wear sleeves all day, man? Like,
Neander says, "Well, I can give you a lesson on how to take them off, if you'd like." As as he just walks to the room, and he's gonna tell the servant, "My friend Rain, she at dawn, a little an hour before dawn, to wake her up. She would like to go back to the temple, to the cathedral, but also allow me to go with her as well, as I also have business there as well."
I will ensure that happens, of course.
Thank you. And yeah, Neander's just gonna nod to Agnew, and he's just gonna tell Cal, make sure Vela is face up on the side a little bit.
he's like,
Rain goes, I think we.
Cal's whole still, and he goes, "I know how to put down a sleeping smaller person." He puts Vela in the bed, and then looks at Rain. He's like, "You could probably tuck her in."
And then
flips her around.
Goes to the room.
You guys, you get your night's rest. But shifting back over to Saffron, as you get back to the De Gaulle estate, it is, at this point, it's probably like 1 or 2 in the morning, if not even later. Does the De Gaulle family have like like a staff that minds the house. Is Saffron like let in by a housekeeper who is of course a member of the esteemed the workers union that ensures fair shifts and fair wages and rights and legal protections for all of these workers. Solidarity. And or does she let herself in? How is her return to her home after this opening night?
She lets herself in, and I think she's had the same lady's maid since she was a child, and so I think she lets herself in. And the lady's maid catches her in the back staircase and is like, I'm supposed to do that for you.
She looks at you and with like a kind of like a oh you but she does ask. She goes, how was it? How did it go?
Doesn't answer with words. She just like pulls her cloak back and shows off her new guild pin.
She just, I knew it. I knew it. It was always going to happen. It was always going to happen for you. And she, I think, I mean, she would go in for to give you a big hug.
Absolutely, yeah, big hug.
Now another question for you, Saffron. Were your parents at the opening night?
Oh yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Then she looks at you and she goes, "Your mother and father got back some time ago. They're bless them. They're already in bed. But they spoke so highly. Did you? They. I heard them talking about making sure that the flowers were left at your spot in the dressing room. Did you get them?
They're lovely. Thank you. I will thank them at breakfast in the morning.
Good, good. I know they were just gushing about your performance. I know that you talk of the town.
Why, thank you. And like another big hug.
Yeah. She goes, your room is ready for you to go to bed, but just give a holler if you need anything.
Thank you. And I think
do you need-
Saffron goes to her room and stretches because we're of that age. You gotta stretch before bed.
Oh yeah. And she would have also left in case you needed it. A fresh pot of tea would have been is in your room as well if you need that.
Lovely.
But you as well, you get your own long rest too, a quite well earned rest from a very successful opening night, and the night passes. And I think this is where we will go ahead. We'll take our break. So we will see you guys back here in 5 minutes as we go into the next day and this anticipated meeting with the Debris family. So we will see you guys back here. And we'll. How many times can I say we'll be right back? We'll be right back.
At least
Okay.
At least once more.
At least once more with Swan.
Hey guys, we'll be right back. We're not recording anymore.
Hey guys, we'll be right back.
Hey guys, real quick, we'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Joke's on you. I hadn't hit stop recording. I'm gonna keep that in, or I'll
Nice.
throw it at the end. Fantastic. So yeah, let's take a little. And welcome back. So, the morning arrives, and you guys get your breakfast. Neander, before you guys, I think you had said you wanted to go to the temple with Rain. Now, because Bex is not here, we are not going to play that scene. So we will handle that when we have Bex next, and instead we'll fast forward through there, through the morning as the six of you reconvene on the streets of Kelnafalir. It is the next morning. It is a brisk mid-autumn. It is the eve of the holiday, and it may as well be the holiday itself. Many people are already walking around, just wearing their decorated masks. But the six of you meet up on the street. At this point, you guys probably still have maybe about 2-ish hours until you're meeting with the Debris, if there's any business you'd like to take care of first.
Is there a coffee shop?
Oh, there's
different type of coffees and cookies. Get some cookies as well.
All right, Cal slips his like normal fur vest he wears on. He's like, all right, now this feels right.
Yeah, we're back to the character art, to the established character art.
He's like, all right, let's go get some coffee, I guess.
You guys go probably in this district. There is like a very fancy artisanal coffee shop that has just about every type of coffee that, you know, if you ask them for like a plain black coffee, they will look at you weird. But
so it's all Austin, Texas. Got it.
Sure. I'm gonna trust you.
I love all the people who know who are like, yeah.
But Neander, Cal, this is, you know, there's definitely some coffee culture in Hollyhead, but like you are seeing contraptions and machines for producing coffee of the finest make, and by God, does it look complicated. Also, I'm not a coffee drinker, so
I thought you just needed beans and ground them.
Yes, but there's also, it's just, and Nander looked at Saffron. Saffron, help me out in explaining this, but there's a beauty in just getting a nice Americano or Affogato or all these different things.
It's art.
It's an art, it's a science, it's an art. And he just takes a deep inhale, and he's just like,
smells real fucking good.
You should get a mocha. A mocha's it's the best.
Mochas are good.
All right.
Vela, do you like just regular mochas, or do you like a white chocolate mocha?
I like both, but the regular mochas are my favorite because they taste the most like hot chocolate, which I really like.
Right.
Bella loves her chocolate.
Yeah.
Saw that last night, apparently.
Hey,
saw that last night.
Right, so does Cal.
Agnew, what's your go-to coffee order?
Nothing fancy, but I would like a flat white.
Oh, like that. As long as you don't say god awful black coffee. Oh, good. And he just rolls his eyes.
I understood all of that.
Jake's like, what? Can I get a ghost energy?
Could I get a water?
I mean,
Y'all
the
got
flat whites are really good. It's just
y'all
6
got
ounce cups of
Dr.
coffee.
Pepper.
White monster.
Do y'all have a Lonnie
My
Moon
name is
here?
Jake.
And then are there cookies as well? Because like I think that's a big...
there's a bakery section.
Yeah, and so Nander's gonna pull Rain and Cal, even though Rain's not here, just for the sake. And Caliber, you see, there's a world of cookies beyond just chocolate chip.
He's gonna look at all the cookies, and his eyes are gonna widen, and he's gonna point at something. Does that say owl bear claw?
It does. It does. It's
I'm
not
gonna be-
truly an owl bear claw, but
Well, yeah, I knew that, but
okay.
I'll take whatever cookie you suggest and one of those.
And so I think Neander would say, well, I'll get everyone's coffee and their baked goods. We'll have owl bear claw. And then he's going to ask, I didn't write down everyone's favorite cookie. Rain did. So he's going to pick up everyone's favorite cookie with the help of Rain. And he's going to turn to Saffron. Anything for you, my dear?
Don't worry, I've got mine. And Saffron will order like a tart, an apple tart, and whatever seasonal iced coffee they have happening.
Oh yeah, they do have some holiday specials going on as well.
Yeah.
That have very clever names that are a play on the holiday and coffee. And
What are those names, Jake? No, I'm kidding.
don't make me come up with coffee stuff.
Just give me the.
That's the
apple butter
line I
scones.
will not cross.
You know what's trending right now that we'll just put here? Why not? Is well, I mean it's autumn. Autumn should be pumpkin spice stuff. But what's trending right now is banana bread flavored coffee drinks.
I've
for
seen
this
that.
season, like a lot. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Jake's like, yep, okay.
Cool.
Anyways, continue.
So yeah,
I just stared
Neander
dead-eyed
would-
into the lens.
He would order. How much do I need to pay for that?
Neander, that's going to be 5 gold.
5 gold. Okay, it's fine.
That's fast fucking coffee.
Well,
Art.
lifestyle expenses, meal cost, rich, 1 gold.
And then then Neander would say, well, shall we sit outside and enjoy and just bide our time before we have to make our way to the debris estate? And he's going to turn to
All right.
Saffron, and
Before
I don't even know where they go.
before that, Royale has to kick out of here, so no worries. We'll keep you posted, and just shoot me a text if there's anything specific for Agnew for the convo, or if he's just kind of keeping vigilant.
Keep it vigilant and scones.
You got
It's
it.
a scone with this coffee.
You got it, man. Have a good night. All right, let me real quick just move Abigail back to where she needs to be on
It's so
OBS.
Boxes.
That's because you and Royale share a row.
Cal's
That makes
Cal's
sense.
favorite cookie is now Snickerdoodle.
Mm.
Because he tried one and it was like,
Very good choice.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what I said for fellas.
I want to say I wrote it down, but then that's pages of notes I have to go through. I just don't feel like going through
No.
that. So
this is why we need Bex.
Hang on, the Vex's notes are available for the public to
This
view.
is
Let me
true.
look
You
at
guys
the-
can
let me
all
look
access
where
them.
in Vex's
Oh,
notes
yeah.
that
She
you
did
have.
something.
That requires effort, though.
There we
I'll
go.
look.
Okay, we are back in it, and fantastic. Okay, so you guys you enjoy your breakfast, but eventually the time does come for your meetings with the Debris family. The clock tower at the Great Cathedral tolls out the time, and you guys know, it is that time, and the Debris family estate is at the highest altitude of the city. You guys have to kind of wind your way up through a series of stairs and ramps, passing beautiful statues and fountains, past the Opera House, past many of like the most beautiful landmarks of the city. And I think Saffron, being that you are a local, you understand that there has, over the last couple decades, there has the greatest kind of social conversation about Kelnafalir is the fact that so much of the mainstay cultural landmarks are in Stoneside. The museums, the opera house, like the botanical gardens and things like that are in the part of the city that is not accessible to a good chunk of the citizens there. Now, it's possible for, people can make, there are avenues for people from Lakeside to make their way through Stoneside to get to those, but it has been an ongoing issue, like kind of socially, that the the great disparity between the two districts as far as access to things. And as someone who kind of has a foot in both worlds, you are very conscious of that as you make your way like up towards the where the richest family in the country lives.
Yeah, and I definitely think that I point that out and just say that there's just a disparity in culture, if you notice, between where we were last night and this morning. And then I'm not going to repeat everything you just said, but I'm going to, explain all that.
As the other noble in the group, like I don't know what you have in store for Port Hartson. Like, is it similar to Port Hartson, or is it like the disparity, or is it?
I think that is something that if you were feeling anything particular, given that is your hometown, I imagine the main thing, like historically, that has led to this point is the fact that Kelnafalier started as a mining city, and so a lot of the original buildings were the ones built into the mountain, and so that's where all of like the generational wealth has been. And so it's kind of developed out of the geography of the area. Port Hartson, I don't believe has quite that distinct of like a physical divide between the districts. So I'll leave that up to you. Do you think Port Hartson has such a strong class divide, or do you think because it's a coastal city, so there's probably a lot stronger, like a really strong working class there? Do you think it is as divided as here?
I think I can play Neander as not, he understands there's differences in class and in wealth, but it's not Port Hartson. They get a lot of people to Port City, so I think those lines can be blurred, and it's not. Those lines of society can be blurred, and I think this is a shock. Like Kelnafalier, he's been there, but like being in the heart of Kelnafalier, he's never been to the Debris Estate. It's truly a culture shock seeing the difference of how his family rules Port Hartson versus how the Debris family rules Kelnafalier.
And Cal, you are from a small farming town. You yourself, small town guard who also works on his family farm, someone who is probably very conscious of the way wealthy people look down on people in other social classes. How are you feeling as you walk through, and like the people on the street are incredibly well dressed? Almost none of them are carrying their own things. They either have like carts with things for them, or they have retainers who are handling that for them, who are of course members of the union. How's Cal reacting to this?
Very confused, because he's like, even being like, he thought he like kind of was getting a grasp of rich people being around Neander a little, but now he's seeing like, this is a little interesting. He's getting a little bit nervous, but at the same time, he's just like, he knows he's out of his element, and he just kind of feels awkward. It also probably doesn't help that he's a big eyesore right now.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you can definitely
feels a little awkward.
You can definitely tell that, like, you're getting glances. Not, you're not getting outright malicious glances, except for maybe like one or two people here and there are like, oh, what's this guy doing here? But it's mostly like you're catching people's attention, if not for your size, then perhaps the fact that you are dressed in, as a normal person who's not from this uber wealthy area.
Yeah, his instinct is to shrink a little, but then he just like kind of like thinks to himself like, why the hell would I do that? And he stands up straight, rolls his shoulders back, and just keeps walking.
Yeah. And I want to check in with Vela as well, because, as a traveling performer, you have likely been to a lot of these different areas. Same question for Vela. How is she feeling being in this very, well-off area.
Oh, well, she's only been traveling for about 6 months, and everything before that was confined to the tavern and the tales told within the tavern, or the books that she read, or the stories that Eleanor told her. And so actually being around here, and the more time she's spending here within a big city and in like the eye of the public, she's starting to get more self-conscious and more aware of how much she stands out. And so, like the night before, her opera gloves and her dress covered the puppet joint markings on her and such. And so she's just, as she's walking, kind of like smoothing out her dress and stuff, just kind of self-consciously, but also not entirely aware of why she's doing it. But just knowing that there are people to impress, important people that we're going to talk to.
Yeah. You all make your way up to the highest point of the city, where like the walls of this mansion are carved out of the mountain itself. Now, I'm quite certain with Neander and Saffron being members of known families, as well as the fact that your party would have been expected, you guys are given entry with no trouble. There are, of course, guards at the gate, where there's a large portcullis that has been drawn up into the stone. But as you guys arrive, you are beckoned in, and what you thought was the actual cliff face, you kind of pass by and you realize this mountain may have at one point been a volcano, or some kind of weird geological thing has happened where the Debris family estate is inside of like a massive kind of scoop out of the mountain. So you pass by the natural wall, but then it opens up and there's sky above, and you guys are in a beautiful courtyard that has gardens and statues and fountains. There are servants and nobles and dignitaries kind of wandering around talking. But I think the most notable sound there is the sound of the clashing of steel. And off to one side, in like in a sort of a partitioned off area with like ropes and fences, you guys see, at first it's difficult to tell because the movement is very quick, but you see Jasper Debris with a rapier in one hand and a dagger, a kind of a long, slender dagger in the other hand, is currently fighting 4 guys at once. And I'll be damned, he's winning. As he is just spinning and like parrying, and his face looks absolutely nonplussed, as kind of standing there is a tall, very well-built, muscular elven woman with this like deep dark tan skin and kind of auburn curly hair, as she is kind of calling out either about Jasper's footwork, but mostly she's yelling at the other 4 people. This is likely the Blade Master of House Debris, who is just overseeing Jasper's training. But you guys see the main structure of the mansion is kind of almost carved out of the rock face itself, recessed into it. Are you guys heading straight up to the front door, or are you meandering your way through this courtyard?
Cal's gonna follow Neander's lead wherever he goes in this situation. or Saffron's, whoever, one of them. He's gonna follow. He's gonna be close to Neander the whole time, though. So,
I think Neander would he would turn to Saffron, and I think he would see that everyone's like following us, and he's going to say, "Well, I've never had an audience with the Debris family before, so I think I don't know if the rules of engagement or society are different in Calnifalier, so I will follow your lead."
And Saffron's going to say it's best if we go to the front door and announce ourselves. Then we can take our leave and wander.
Then after you, then. To the front door we go.
Yeah. You all... There we go. You guys, you head to the front door of the mansion, and there we go. As you guys enter the front door, there is an attendant there who seems to be greeting visitors. A dwarven man, kind of a long graying beard that's very well groomed. As he walks up to you, and he goes, "Good morning. Whom do you have an audience with?"
Good morning, kind sir. I am Lady Saffron Marie Antoinette, 9 middle names, de Gaulle. I'm here to deliver correspondence, but also these guests were invited yesterday evening after they thwarted the attempt on Sir Jasper's life.
Yes, we did hear about that. Yes, it was a rather unfortunate series of events. I'm quite glad, as all of us are, that such capable people were at present to protect our dear lord. As far as correspondence, it is quite fortuitous. I think that it was our Lord Horatio who wished to thank you for your services. Lord Jasper is, of course, busy with his training at the moment, but I'm sure Horatio can see to your correspondence as well. He is currently in his office in the archives. I can take you there.
Why, thank you, sir.
Of course, my lady. As he begins walking you guys through the interior, basically leading you guys deeper through a series of hallways and staircases into what was likely at one point old mining tunnels that, when the family became more and more prosperous, were then renovated into this opulent mansion. And much like every home in this part of town, because so much of it is carved from stone, there are a lot of tapestries, a lot of rugs, a lot of furs, a lot of things to soften the area. But there are chunks that I think stick out to you guys where there is no softening. There are these like grand hallways you walk through where it seems like the intent is for sound to echo as much as possible off of like the polished stone floors and columns and ceilings. They want you to know where you are walking through. But gradually, the hallways begin to get kind of smaller and a little more humble until eventually you guys find yourselves in a long... I say short. It's still about like a 12 to 14 foot tall chamber that it looks to be like hundreds of feet long that is just full of bookshelves. There are thousands of books here. But you are led around the perimeter of the room, and this attendant, Jory is his name, goes to a heavy wooden door, and he knocks on it, and he says, "My Lord Horatio, your guests have arrived." And you hear the voice within say, "Yes, thank you, Jory. You may let them in." The door opens, and you guys are in a... See, I want to say it's a small study, but that's comparatively to the city. This is still like the size of like a studio apartment. The walls are lined with paintings and tapestries, and interestingly enough, our party members recognize some of the artwork as depicting that ancient debris family crest, kind of what would eventually develop into the modern day debris family crest. But there is a large desk that is just scattered with scrolls and books and papers. As you guys see Horatio Debris, kind of a vaguely half-elven man, kind of leaning over. As he sees you all enter, he kind of pushes some of the papers to the side and stands up straight. And he goes, "Yes, welcome. I have been expecting you. It is an honor and a privilege to have you in our home. Thank you, Jory. I can see to our guests now. If you would be so kind as to bring us some water and a bottle of wine, perhaps." So he says, "Right away, sir." He gestures, and you guys can see there's a mismatch of chairs that have been brought in the room. It seems that they are not usually in here. They were scrounged from throughout the library, from throughout the archives, so that there would be appropriate amount of seating. But Saffron, Horatio, as he's kind of looking over the five of them, he then kind of catches eyes with you, and he says, "Oh, good afternoon. I was unaware that there would be a sixth person joining us. Are you also traveling with these people?"
No, my good sir. I come to deliver a letter from our director, the opera.
Ah, yes, from Firman. Yes. Oh, uh, fantastic. I can take this letter. I often see to our mail and correspondence anyway.
Saffron hands him the letter.
Yeah, you are. He thanks you. He says, are you a friend of these adventurers? Are you? I'm not sure how to refer to you."
She is
That's
most
a
definitely
good
a
way to put
friend.
it.
She is most definitely a friend of not just our esteemed Vela here, but as of last night, all of us.
Well, fast friendships are indeed a very wonderful thing. You are welcome to join us. Please have a seat. How rude of me. As he
Thank you for your kindness.
sits down in the chair behind his desk, having like kind of shifted a lot of the papers into a pile, and he goes, first off, primarily directing this towards Agnew. He says, I need to begin by thanking you, not just from myself as being grateful for saving my cousin's life, but also on behalf of my family, for preserving this dynasty, as it were. I have no doubt that my cousin would have been quite capable of defending himself, given his refusal to go anywhere unarmed. But the fact that there were such capable people there to keep an eye and protect the city, as it were, you have our eternal gratitude. And I must say, if there is anything our family can do for you, then you have but to ask.
I'm looking around. I'm like waiting for Agnew to speak, and he's not here.
Agnew, we'll say Agnew. Agnew goes. He'll say something along the lines of, just looking to help, you know. Couldn't have let that happen." And then he kind of looks at you, Neander.
Well, Horatio, we're always happy to be of service. But, actually, it was kind of fortuitous that we were able to meet because, and I think before we left, Neander would have made sure Agnew had the sword that we found at the tower. That crest you have on your paintings there, is that an ancient debris family crest?
It is indeed. Are you a student of history, I assume?
Student as one who lives for quite a long time becomes.
It is. I must admit, I have been perhaps operating under something of a false pretense. You are known to me, Neander of Hausterian Valley. There was, and he kind of leans back in his chair a little bit, probably about 75 years ago, there was a gala hosted by my uncle, and there was much word of the Fae of Hausterian Valley and his displays of skill that had been shown in the past, and perhaps my uncle was simply looking to re-establish that connection with your family. And you came with one of your nephews, I would assume at that point. But after much of the pomp and circumstance, I do not know if you remember, there was a small boy by the banquet table where their food was, who looked incredibly bored and like he did not want to be there. And you, while you were getting some food, you took a few minutes and you spoke with this young boy, and you made a strong impression on him that it was not only the strong and mighty who had things of value. And that boy went on to become quite a student of, well, all areas of academics. And partially that is in thanks to you.
I think you see Neander, he's like quizzically looking, and then as the story goes on, he's putting two and two together that the little boy is Horatio, and he says, well, I hope the lesson still applies. Just because, and he just says, just because the flashiness, the strong become the heir does not mean the heirs are not in need of histories intact.
How true it is. How true it is.
It's great to see you again, Horatio.
You as well, Lord Neander. Perhaps I am not so bored now that I have found my niche.
No, and I think maybe you can impart some words of wisdom for me and my group as he inclines to Agnew to showcase the blade. And Neander would say, we spoke with some of your troops who are going up, checking at the river that seems something unnatural is happening. But there's a tower ruin that on our ways here we were traveling and we came across. And we found this relic and some of the old debris family crest there, and we figured we would be honored to return this relic to the house debris.
The tower ruins that are a few days south of here by the town of Holyhead, I believe it is.
The very same.
Interesting. Agnew puts kind of the wrapped sword handle, and Saffron, you see for the first time, as Horatio kind of unwraps the canvas from around this, a very, very old and very rusty, it's the hilt of a sword with maybe like 6 to 8 inches of like rusted and broken blade. But on the pommel of the sword, there is like an inset stone, and then next to the inset stone is the carved, you see like the crest behind Horatio is also carved into the hilt of the sword. As Horatio kind of scoops it up under the canvas and kind of looks at it and goes, and you said you found this at the tower ruins?
Yep, right
Yes.
by my hometown.
Yes, this is Calvor. He's one of the town guards at in Holyhead.
It is quite a pleasure to meet you from that is. This is quite a find. My uncle has long been looking for historical artifacts to strengthen our family's claim on the southern end of the mountains, and this is quite a contribution to that. Knowing that we had a garrison stationed there, I think gives us quite a leg to stand on.
Is Lord Alero in the estate? Would love to meet him.
He is, but if you will forgive me for saying so, I do not know that my uncle will have time to meet with you all. Unfortunately, there are matters of state that require his attention.
Understood. Question for you, Horatio, as well. What has been the findings of the reports from your guards of that lake or that river on the side?
He actually looks through like the papers and he pulls one out of the stack. He goes, yes, we actually just had a message come back yesterday. Apparently, it looks as though it is a curse of arcane nature on one of the springs on the road that has turned it acidic. Luckily, one of our many skilled clerics from the cathedral is well on her way to finding a solution to remove the curse. It is quite good that it was reported to us. It could have caused a lot of trouble for many folks who are traveling through that pass. And we had also received word, as he puts the letter to the side, we had also received word from a small group of our rangers, actually regarding this tower ruins. We received a message about the same time yesterday that there had been some tower ruins that had been occupied by some bandits, but it seems that there are now some giant folk living there that had recently moved in the absence of the mercenaries. So, we will be dispatching a small garrison of soldiers to reclaim these tower ruins, especially as he gestures to the sword hilt. Now that we know that we have an historical claim, I'm sure there are many more artifacts and historical resources that we can look into there.
Cal's gonna kind of like say before, that's fantastic, my lord. A lot of my people in Hollyhead were being used as slave labor by those mercenaries before they cleared out. If there's anything could be done for people there, I know it's probably a big ask, but just trying to look out for my folk.
I would like you to make a charisma persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I give him the help? I don't know how the help action works in A5e. I'm proficient in it.
The help action will give him an expertise die.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you do for the help action? What do you say?
Yeah, Neander would say, as you know, Horatio, is part of what I also mentioned when you were a boy was that our duty as the nobility of the land is to also help protect those less fortunate than ours. And that's what he would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cole? No, I need you to not roll that expertise die.
Ooh, okay.
Which is you guys are not aware that he does not get to your characters are not aware that he does not get to roll that expertise die.
Okay, so that is a 18?
An 8, still very good. He nods as you Neander, as you say this, and he looks at Cal, who's asking for help, and he goes, I think we of course want to ensure the safety and health of our vassals. I am quite certain we can ensure that a shipment of both supplies as perhaps a few soldiers for extra security are sent to Holyhead for this recovery.
Can I insight that?
You absolutely may.
Yeah, I'm going to insight that, yeah. Neander knows when nobles shit talk. What's the skill
this would be
you want to do?
wisdom insight.
Wisdom insight. Okay. Oh, solid. That's going to be a 17.
17. Very, very well hidden, but you just pick up on this, just a little bit of veiled contempt.
Cal has another, so thank you, my lord. Much appreciated.
Of course, I shall set forth the dispatch, and we should be able to. Holyhead is not too far from here. We should be able to have supplies and extra arms dispatched within the week.
Is it still your soldier? So that swamp thing was a problem. I know you already know about that. There's a big bird flying around too. I don't know.
Yes, unfortunately, we are typically every autumn we'll have one or two of the young rocks that think that they can set up their territory. Typically, a few ballista shots are enough to scare them off to the far reaches of the Firespine Mountains. But we had a sighting of one recently. I assume, did it give you too much trouble on your travels on the road?
I think it dropped me out of the sky.
Interesting.
It was really cute, though. Not the dropping out of the sky, but the.
Al's gonna
the
slowly
bird
turn his head and look down at Bella.
I think I understand what you are getting at. If you do not mind, if you will not mind me being forward, but my Lady de Gaulle, you who are familiar with our city and have become fast friends with these people, as a point of personal curiosity, what is your assessment of them, if you feel comfortable enough to be frank?
These are honorable people who want nothing but the best for what can be considered complete strangers to them.
I am inclined to agree with you. It is perhaps good timing, then. He kind of straightens up a little bit. As I said, my uncle has been looking for additional historical artifacts to increase the knowledge of our family's history. Lady de Gaulle, as I'm sure you know, that your family is intertwined with ours many, many, many years at this point. But to a certain point, the history gets fuzzy. Many of the older families of this region, the systems of record keeping shift and change and make it difficult for certain facts and claims to be backed up, which I think is why my uncle is pushing so hard. He, if I may speak frankly now, he knows that very soon his rulership of the city will likely pass to my cousin. I have, in my research, I believe, come across something of not insignificant value to my family. He pulls out another piece of parchment that looks like a very old map of Lake Rook, or Rook Lake. And you see, like, just based on how big Kelnafalir is on this map, this is probably from, like, at least 500-600 years ago. He says, about here, and he points to a spot marked along the coast of the lake. My research shows that there may be an old, what would now be a ruin, but was at one point perhaps a family temple or estate. And I have been hard-pressed to find the resources or people capable enough and reliable enough to dispatch, to investigate this place. If, now looking at the five of you, if you all would, if I could perhaps contract the five of you to investigate this site, recover any artifacts related to the debris family, but also there may be other wealth and items there that you would be welcome to as part of your fee. As in addition to, I would be able to pay you all 425 gold. You, of course, do not need to answer. I would appreciate an answer by the end of the day, if possible. But this would be a great favor to the family.
Al's eyes got real wide at the mention of that much money. I don't think I've ever seen that much money.
Neander would, well, Lord Horatio, we would need to just have words as a group, of course, but you will have your answer by end of day. We would be staying, and he's gonna look at Saffron like at the Gall estate. Just nod. Mm-hmm. At the Gall estate, we'd probably send a runner with our response before end of day.
Fast friends indeed. Fantastic. I appreciate it. I do hope you will accept. I think you will show great promise. And he kind of gestures to the sword. You have already shown that you are reliable. He kind of takes a second glance, and he pulls out like a little jeweler's loop from a drawer in his desk, and he goes, actually, and he like leans down and he looks at the sword hilt, and you see the jeweler's loop glows a little bit. It looks like there's some sort of enchantment on it. And he takes out like a little pick, like a little awl looking thing. And the stone that's about the size of a quarter. Sorry, my eye is really killing me right now. He gently pries it out of its fittings in the sword hilt, and it looks like just like a polished, like almost like a polished piece of glass. But as he turns it over, you see on the other side there is a rune inscribed on it, And he looks at it and he says, now this is almost an historical find in itself. These used to be much more common. There was a period of time where transferable enchantments were much more popular. But I think as, we'll call it part of the finder's fee, and he puts it on the desk in front of you guys, and goes, I think that is more than entitled to the five of you.
Does Neander know what that is? Like what it does?
This is gonna be, and anybody who wants to can make this check as well. This is gonna be an intelligence arcana check.
It's not a weapon, so I can't use my background ability.
Okay, but I'm proficient in Arcana expertise die.
Okay.
No, proficient in Arcana and expertise die. Okay.
I can ascertain its value, but that's about it.
Dirty 20.
19.
A dirty 19. Okay. Jordan, were you rolling?
I was ready to help in case we didn't know. I got 23.
Woo!
Giggles. 4. No.
Alas. The three of you, I think it makes sense given the two of you have had like a formal nobleman's education, and Vela, you have had a just as valuable though less formal education, full of stories and legends and lore. You guys have heard stories of like ages past, like we're talking like over like 1,000, 2,000 years ago. There was like a phase where people stopped enchanting items themselves and instead enchanted items to put on items, and so there's a period of history where there's no magical items from that time period, but there's a bunch of these little stones that have the enchantments in them, and basically you can attune these stones to an item, and if the enchantment is applicable to that, like if it's like a additional damage die or advantage on a skill check or something like that, you can basically bestow an enchantment upon that item. You can't put it on an already enchanted item because there's already an enchantment interacting with it. But these are common enough that it's not like they're like, oh my gosh, I found one. But it's like, oh, what a pleasant find. Now I could just pop that on an item.
And you said it's like I think you said red. Or did you say the color of the gemstone? Or you just said it's a gemstone?
I did not. What color were you thinking? Red?
For some reason, I thought red. Right, I'm thinking red and gold. I'm thinking Lannisters with the debris, so I'm thinking red and gold.
Hey,
It's funny. That's Solvanox colors. That's kind of funny.
It's red. I like that. So it's red now.
My question that was like is when on the dirty 20 would Neander know like certain colors are assigned to certain like enchantment? But if there's no color assigned to it,
not necessarily. It was mostly the aesthetic choice of whatever enchanter was doing it.
Cool. All right. And he's just leaving it there for us to pick up.
Yeah, he's kind of like put it
Um,
in front of you guys.
Neander is gonna look to the group, and he's gonna look mostly at Cal and Agnew, and he's gonna say, "I think, as the people who mostly use melee weapons, I think it could be applicable to either of you all."
Well, if it helps with melee weapons, I mean, I'm usually the first one hitting and getting hit, so I'm not gonna take it from anybody. But if y'all want me to have it, help
I
out.
think we can hold off on claiming ownership until
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
guy is
That's what I said.
here.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
Put it in party inventory for now.
yeah. I'll just
Neander
do whatever you
has
guys
it for now.
Sorry,
Yes,
I'm a little out of it right now.
do.
Sorry, Rael.
Work first crossbows.
Now, you guys don't know exactly. You know that it was on a weapon. You don't know exactly what the
Yeah.
enchantment is, and I don't think any of you have identify. Which
Level 2? No.
It's true. Yeah, you only get like one spell slot.
I mean, that's normal for Neander. He's a warlock. He gets like
Yeah.
one spell slot, so like level 4.
I've said it before, but in my last campaign, they didn't have anybody who could cast Identify for their first like 14 levels. So they had like, they had that wizard who they would go to get things identified. And then finally, when my friend Susan jumped in and she had a character who cast Identify, they're like, oh man, we can't take this to Mogul Dust because he's in his own situation. So we're going to have to go find someone. And she was like, oh, I can do that. They're like, what? You can't just identify things. You have to go to somebody. It's not how that works.
Iconic.
You guys are getting paid? Like, that's basically that type of moment.
Shout out to you, Susan.
Cast Identify.
That's not a player option. But Horatio, he stands, which is kind of the nobleman's way of signaling this conversation's kind of over. And he just says, I will await your reply one way or another. If not this, then I'm sure there will be other opportunities for us to work together in the future. It is always good to know that there are reliable and skilled people around.
Neander will stand, and he would say, if it's possible, Lord Horatio, I know I mentioned last night I had some specific questions for you, if you don't mind if we have words in private. And I think he would look at Cal, basically like give him a nod like it's okay.
Horatio, I would like you to make a charisma persuasion check.
Where is it? Okay. That is going to 17.
17.
I don't know.
His response, there is a clock in the room. That's the technology level we're at. And it's like not a small clock. We're not that far advanced. But like he looks at it and his response because I don't know exactly how to phrase it, but his response communicates like yes, but you can tell it's like a I'd rather not, but I will kind of thing.
Neander would say it won't take too much time. I just have given a man of your esteem and any knowledge, it shouldn't be too hard to give me an answer.
Of course, we can have a brief word then. If you all would like to, Jory can see you all out to the courtyard, and I'm sure Neander will be right along after you.
And Neander would just like nod to the group, like, basically inclining it's fine. He can handle himself.
Thank you, sir.
It has been a pleasure to speak with you all, and hopefully there will be more opportunities for it.
Neander, as the door closes, he says, Horatio, you know me as the Fae of Tyrion Valley, as you so artfully disclosed. However, part of me, as you probably always wondered why House Tyrion Valley had a Fae. I am, as you can probably surmount, I am adopted. I'm so far away from Port Hartson because I am trying to figure out who I am. Given that the Debris family has access to... My family's library is not small, but yours is much larger. Have you had any experiences with other Eladrin within Didaeus? Or anything like that?
Thinking back, I can recall one or two instances of, not necessarily in quite your unique situation, but we have had travelers from the Fae and the Dreaming make their way through the material plane, mostly coming from the Malice region. I'm sure you know the stories of that area, that forest's connection to the Feywild. But as far as Eladrin specifically, I mean, my knowledge of the Dreaming is that there are different regions, and the different types of Dreamborn and Fey-touched are from the different regions, and the Eladrin have their own.
Do you happen to have any scrolls or text that go into more detail about the regions of the Dreaming in your collection?
I believe we do. As I'm sure you saw, our collection is quite expensive. This is very intriguing indeed. I will have a couple of our archivists see if we can find exactly where those stories are mentioned, and I will get word to you about that. Hopefully in the next day or two I will have some concrete findings for you.
And then he said, thank you. And then he said, lastly, I don't want to raise alarm, but there was, along the way, we were camping and we saw this being heading towards Kelnifalir. I got, just based on my own insight, if you will, I did not get good tidings. He would describe the captain that ran off toward Kelnifalir, but he's describing in the sense of, oh yeah, we were on the road and I just woke up and I heard this guy pass by.
Gotcha.
Right. And so he's like, I don't know. I quick glance at night, I believe he had elvish features, but again, I woke up and I saw him.
I would like you to make a charisma deception check because you are intentionally leaving out the truth here.
I'm proficient in that. Come on. Yes, that's a nat 20.
Huh. That is most concerning. I will admit, I have some suspicions regarding these tower ruins. But I do not want to speak out of turn. This is helpful.
Of course.
I'm going to pass this information along, and these are strange times.
Strange times indeed, and I do hope, Lord Horatio, that you would keep me informed, given that I do have to pass through the mountain pass to get back home.
Absolutely. I will.
And Neander would look at the clock. He's like, well, I've kept too much of your time. We will be in touch, as he bows.
Indeed we shall. He doesn't bow, but he nods his head. Good luck with your endeavors. And to all of your companions as well.
Yes. Again, we will have your answer before end of day, as he walked out the door.
Okay. Rewinding a little bit as the rest of you begin making your way back. Do you all like remark about the conversation to each other, or is it more of a quiet walk back out to the courtyard?
Vela would just turn to Saffron and say, "Thank you so much for vouching for us and the kind words. I think that will help us a lot in the future."
course, they came from my heart.
Well,
It's good to see you again.
It's so good to see you again.
Cal's gonna look a little sad. He's like, I miss Rose. He's just gonna. Well, I hope he keeps his word and sends help home.
I think we can count on that.
As
No, he's just gonna sigh.
yeah, you guys, as you all make your way into kind of the to the front door, Jory kind of, he's not going to follow you guys out into the courtyard, but as you guys are about to pass through the door, you hear a confident stride and the jingle of metal furnishings as he always usually is, walking in a straight line, kind of holding his sheathed rapier and dagger in his billowing tunic and his leather kind of practice vest. Jasper Debris is walking right in a straight line through the front door. And once again, I ask you, do you move out of the way?
Yes.
Cal isn't gonna do anything to make Neander look bad or Saffron, so he turns his body to the side and gets just out of the way. And like steps back a little. He gives him
Okay.
room. He gives
Okay.
him room. He gives him room to get out of the way, but doesn't look happy. But he's like, Neander will kill me.
We're guests in his house. Yes. So.
We are in his
Okay.
house. I'll get out of his way.
Yeah, we just had such a good meeting. I don't want to ruin
Nah.
it. So
I know
I'm gonna
every
get out of the
time-
way.
No,
He's
every
such a
time Jake says that, he's not talking to anyone but me.
No, I'm not there, but please don't mess this up.
It's not like I'm trying to make anything happen.
But remember, Cal was told this guy knows how to fight, and he's like, I won't find out. But then he's like, nope, not right now. And he gets
You
out of
Wait
the
are-
way.
until you're level 10 or something. I don't think level 2 versus this guy's gonna be good.
And I'll just be like, Bear, get him!
12? Level 12?
20?
15?
Is that too high?
I'm getting
If it's
Just-
one
just-
guy,
no,
level
let's not
20 is a
find
little
out.
high.
Let's not find out.
Some of you stepping more out of the way than others, as he does not acknowledge you all, and like not even actually something because you guys are close enough to notice this, as he passes Jory, the attendant, he you see just a little, just the smallest little bob of the head towards Jory as he walks by, as he just strides deeper into the estate. And I think Neander, as you are emerging from the bowels, you hear, probably familiar from the night before, the steady of well-heeled boots and the jangle of of accessories. Sensing the tension in the air as Jasper Debris has very recently passed by.
Yeah, and Neander's just gonna, as he hears the sound go away, he's like, he must have had such a musical night last night. As he just says it to himself as he remembers the tea that Saffron told him, and he's just going and he walks towards the group.
Cal's gonna watch that guy walk away, and he's just gonna turn. He's like, I know he's real important, but something about that little fucker pisses me off.
Jory clears his throat.
Oh, sorry, man. Just like, I don't know,
Let's go outside.
Yes.
Cal goes outside. He's like, sorry. Saffron as he walks by.
Are you guys just going out into the debris courtyard, or are you?
We're waiting for Neander.
Yeah.
I think Neander's it takes a few minutes, and Neander walks by, and he's just he's gonna stop at Jory's like, Jory, do you know where my companions went?
Right in the courtyard, my lord.
They were probably the height of civility, weren't they? Trained them well. He's gonna walk out. He's gonna have his hands behind his back. He's gonna have his hands behind his back. It's like he's proud of himself for having a good meeting. Nothing went wrong in his head. Nobody insulted anybody. He's just walking out.
You didn't hear me.
Yep. So he's just walking outside. He's like, "Oh, there you guys are. Well, did Jasper walk by you guys? You can't really miss him."
You mean that little guy?
It was fine. Everything was fine.
Yeah. Yes.
I got out of his way because I figured that would be bad if I didn't.
Yes, Calivor, it would have been bad, given that and he looks to Saffron and like, we had such a great meeting, right? We don't want to
Such a good
jeopardize
meeting.
that.
I'm trying my best, I promise.
That's all I can ask for, I guess. Well, what now?
Well, tomorrow's
The festival.
Yeah, tomorrow's the Dance of Twilight. I need to decorate my mask.
I need to get a mask.
You wish to go to the festival?
The festival? The King's Festival?
I wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
Should tell a bear mask. It just seems funny.
If you guys want, we could find out how you all are decorating your masks. I suppose a question for Saffron, because you live here. Does Saffron have like a mask that she made for the holiday in previous years that she reuses, or is she like a new mask every year kind of gal?
Oh, she's a new mask every year kind of gal.
Has
She is aware of the wealth disparity, but like she's gonna work her privilege.
Has she been working on it, or is this like is it last minute inspiration?
I think it's definitely last minute because she's been so consumed with opening of Twilight Princess that she's like,
Yeah.
the mask.
Understandable. Well, as has been established, there are a great many mask vendors throughout the city, both pre-made and basically blanks. So if you guys want, we can, as kind of the capstone of this session, I would love to know, one, do you get a mask? Do you get one pre-made, or are you going to decorate it yourself? And then, of course, what's it look like?
Shall we
Yeah.
just try to find like a bear mask? Like, like those masquerade masks like in The Witcher where they have like the wolf and like the fox.
Oh yeah.
One that's a bear.
Are you getting one that's like pre-painted, or are you looking to get a little artistic yourself?
Cal will try his hand at some art.
Yeah, I would like you to just give me are you proficient in painter's tools, perhaps?
No.
Then give me this will be a dexterity performance check if you happen to be proficient in performance.
Hey, Dex is one of my 3 18s.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, that's a yeet! Natural 20.
Had to happen. You as like, you guys all have your have your hobby hang. Yeah, you get a blank and you get some paints and add some lovely colors to it. It looks really good. Gotta say, looks really good. Vela had, because I think you had picked up a mask your first night in the city.
Yes.
A half mask.
Is it now real
Plain
quick,
half mask.
Jordan, I don't want to make an assumption, but is it perhaps at the De Gaulle estate that this mask decorating is happening?
Oh yeah.
Then Vela, how do you decorate your mask?
I think she goes to the boutique and asks the kind worker from before for like any scraps that they have on fabric and decor for everyone. To use like mask decorating.
Yeah.
And her mask is like a standard like masquerade mask that covers the eyes style, but it has like a slight point on one end. And she uses like a soft purple fabric on the like top end of it, some sparkles of some kind, and makes it match her very like night sky themed outfit, to incorporate as her name that she goes by. Her moniker is the Twilight Dancer. So this is her holiday.
Absolutely.
So she's getting super into it. Her proficiency is in a disguise kit.
That'll count.
Okay.
So yeah, dexterity, performance, and if you're already proficient, if you're already proficient in performance, you will get to add an expertise die from your disguise kit proficiency.
Beautiful. Okay, so it's gonna be 13 plus 6. 19.
Very, very well executed. You have a vision and you get it on there. It looks just about exactly how you wanted it to.
Yes.
And Saffron, how's what mask are you going with?
Saffron, because they're living in this water town, she's chosen something that's like inspired like a water elemental. So it's got like all these different like blue and white rhinestones on it that like look like waves.
Gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I would like you to give me now you are using a 5e character, I believe, but I would like you to make a performance check, but instead of charisma, you're going to use your dexterity modifier.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second.
No worries. And if you're proficient with either a disguise kit or painter's tools, or then you will get to add a d4 to it.
Thank God, because that on the die is not. It wasn't nice to me.
Oh boy.
Total of 10.
Total of 10. It's perfectly fine. Remember, 10 is average. Rhinestones are tricky. So it does come out perfectly fine, but like there are definitely some spots that, it's the artist's curse that you're looking at it and you're like, there's some spots that no one else is probably going to notice, but you notice them.
But I notice it.
Me making Ren Fair clothes every year. And
as a burlesque dancer, I rhinestone and I say, they're not going to see that from the audience.
And Neander, what mask are you going with?
Neander, he knows that his eyes are his most striking feature. Silver eyes, and the pupils or the irises are little miniature lightning bolts, and so he tries to highlight that. So it's like a mask that it's like a lightning bolt that overacross his face, but it's hollowed out, and he has black mascara and eyeshadow in the center, and then he has like costume jewelry rhinestones like on the sides of the different ends of the lightning bolts, and he has his hair in a ponytail, so like you can really see the mask in his eyes. Yeah.
God, we need to start getting fan art.
Neither's a pretty boy, man. I'm trying to play him like one. So.
Hey, if anybody posts anything, just hashtag it Emergence A5E. That way we find it. But fantastic. I think as we move into evening time, given that I think we'll go ahead and we're gonna end the session here. Now, Jordan, of course, I don't believe you'll be joining us for our next session. So, I do want to check in because, the party is staying at the De Gaulle estate. Now, Saffron does, of course, have a full lineup of performances. So I think Saffron knows that she may not have as much time to spend with the party over the next, potentially however long they're staying in Kelnafalir. You know that you're about to be really busy with the full 8 show a week type schedule. so as you're kind of getting ready to enter back into your performance routine, basically, I want to give you essentially a goodbye to the party. As things progress, you know that they might be taking a job from the Debris family, and that your time with them is very limited moving forward.
I give them all the deepest hugs and thank them so much for the time that we spent together. It was so great to see you again, Vela. You are in just treasured company. Neander, such a pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine.
And I would let them know that the Gaul residents, we've got extra wings that are unused. And so I would give them the contact information of my lady's maid and let them know, like, even if I'm not home, she'll be there.
Fantastic. Well, knowing that you guys have once again avoided having to pay to stay the night someplace,
Couch hopping.
you guys know you may cross paths here and there with Saffron, but perhaps paths are being somewhat divergent at this time, and it is there that we will end the session. First off, Jordan, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hopefully, Saffron will make another appearance down the line. But until then, thank you. To the audience watching, make sure you're following and keeping up with Jordan on all the amazing projects she has going on. But we will see you all next time. Be safe. Have a good week, and we'll catch you at the next episode. Bye-bye.